here. Doesn't feel like very much a closer champion, but it is winning against the Corki specifically.
And Zeus on a split push pick like the Camille. Here comes Owner invading in onto Duro, but now he's just gonna have to flash the wall. Keria just puts down a magical journey kind of into nowhere, but T1 do want to fight this. Just stay straight up 4v4 in the jungle, just fighting it up. There's the flash stun onto 2, and the follow-up comes in. Raptor solo, double knockup from Duro, but it just doesn't matter. The damage is taken away, and T1 will pick up 2 kills in one of the most random fights I've ever seen.
Yep, they just say, I'm going to skirmish.
Engage did exactly that, so kind of an awkward one. I guess really they just wanted to, like, Owner was pushing in, he wanted to get the Raptors again on respawn, and they got a lot more than just the Raptors, we can say. Speaking of which, going in this time, Owner on the Lilia is here once again. He's level 6.
Yeah, didn't force the cleanse out. Zeus may be in trouble.
Ooh, okay, well he is burning a bit, but Equalizer is not going to get the kill. Meanwhile, in mid, there's that level 6. Faker not really concerned. He just wants to get the minions, but he might have to pay for it. The slow comes in, as now looking to turn around. Will try to flash the wall, but Closer's got a flash of his own. Meanwhile, they're diving the bot lane. That's not going very well. And they're going to abandon that. As the sleep comes in, Duro actually gets stunned up. It will be a kill onto Duro.
So they trade one back anyways, as Faker disrespects the Zeri level 6. Tempered Fate. Bit of a lurk here on said Grubs. Owner was topside.
Yeah, just trying to make a play happen, but Raptor a bit alone. He does have Closer coming up, and the Equalizer is good as well. Owner will be taken down. And now Zeus just on the run. This Zeri just getting so much value in this game. Zeus just go back into the pit, but no hook shot and no escape for the top laner of T1. So that's 2 kills now, going back over to BNK. Thankfully for Zeus, Keria's coming up here, and he does have his ult available. It's just going to hook shot into clear. BNK unsure about what to do now that Keria shows up, but Zeus is going on in, and he's in a bit of trouble as, the ults have stacked, and now we got a TP coming in. The double stun comes in from Keria. A lot of damage coming out of this Rumble, but there's just too many players coming up to the top side for T1 as Faker's TP does get a lot of value, picks up that kill, but meanwhile, Closer's just getting
weak Camille that's not going to be a side lane threat for a very long time, if ever. But we also have this Jhin that wasn't really an AD carry to begin with, but isn't really going to be relevant in this game for a while.
All Faker taking a bunch of damage here in mid. And yeah, it really just comes down to where do you want that money. And on the side of BNK, they're looking to really eliminate Zeus from the game. And Hannah's just joined clear, pushing the top lane. This should be an inner going down already 13 minutes into the game. So not only did they get all of the plates in top, they got an extra turret before 14 minutes.
I mean, obviously the gold lead is in BNK's favor right now.
Tankiness, but sometimes he's just going to go in, go out, cast Mikhails, and that's all he's got to do. Henna just, he doesn't get to play the game. That's still true.
Yeah, but likewise, we do see Zeus is kind of playing the game up here on the top side, so that's a good look. The Ash Arrow is going to miss. But the Camille's getting money. Rumble's still getting money, but we're getting one player back into the game down mid control while they group for that top side play. They stem the bleeding a little bit bottom side. But at least trying to use your power point very well there in the mid lane. Speaking of.
Yeah, Anna came back. He doesn't have flash, and there's a Camille on the enemy team. So he's just going to go down. Doesn't get to play the game, as I said. Raptor also getting ganked in his own jungle by the rest of T1. So a couple of big picks here for the side of T1. There's no objective to really roll this into, but they're trying to really push their lead.
Just getting out macroed again. And now I'm going to have to flip back to, I don't favor this game state for BNK anymore, as Closer's going to try to get something done.
All right, the charm in and the knock up here for Keria. He has to flash away Guma as well, being pressured. And now you've got a Rumble right underneath, but the magical journey is so good, and in goes Closer. And he is going to pick up that kill. Now the response, the stun comes in, the cleanse there, and the damage is just huge from the Lilia and from the Corki. They're chasing him down, and the chase potential of this squad is just so huge with these champions. So T1 able to strike back.
It just takes so long for the turnaround there for BNK to get those kills. They get the kill onto Guma, but Lilia shows up, and the front to back basically begins there.
These attacks, and they did that, but they got punished. As now Sleep might be coming in, and no steal this time, but they are going to catch Faker, who does have a magical journey, and he's going to flash into it and get away! And now the three-man Sleep comes in with the bowling ball. Everybody is caught up in this one, and BNK are caught again as the double kill goes over to Owner.
It's another bait! It's another one, Valdez! Triple. And a triple kill goes to Owner, and T1 once again look like fantastic targets. It looks like you have the setup. And man, that play from
just
Faker.
like,
all right, come get me. And then he flashes through and they still index into it. And between the two of them, they just knocked BNK out of this game and potentially out of this series. Nice equalizer attempt to maybe steal that one away. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be a 2-0 because whoever wins game 1 gets some momentum. But game 2 looked like that wasn't going to be the case until it was. Raptor finds an angle.
Nice cleanse comes in, and there's the arrow to the face, but the charm's still going to land. These two guys kind of caught out, but once again, Temper Fate comes through, but Guma, no escape for him. Owner a lot more tanky, and Duro just going to go down to mostly Faker and a bit of damage from the Lilia as, man, Owner is just so incredibly fed at this point. Everything is burning, and Closer maybe gets hit. Nope, it's just going to be the Camille that does get on in. Raptor has to flash clear. There's just nowhere to go. And you gave him Rumble. You felt good about this one for the side of BNK. You get Rumble for clear, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, suddenly you blink your eyes, or maybe if you took a restroom break, you know, a few minutes ago, you're washing your hands, you went and got a beer out of the fridge, you come back, you're like, how does Zayas have 5 kills? What happened in this one? How did that happen? How did that transpire? Last I was looking, he was massively behind. The Rumble was getting it.
Insane amounts that this Lily is able to do. You have so much control when you've got Lily and Bardis. Now we're going to get the root down onto Faker. Another Temper Fate is going to come forward, but there's only so much they can do. A ton of damage goes into Duro as a bit of ticking down does happen from the Lilia. I think the wallets are just that big at this point in time.
And with a late cleanse there, just wanted to see if he could save it. As Carius trying to set up a dive there, we'll wait for this next wave of minions before they go for anything here. I mean, Zaya still has ult, so it's hard for Closer to slide in and look for a play here. Just instantly get locked down by the heck.
There is pretty much just the one ward on the blue buff, and that's about it. And Carrie and Guma are just trying to push them away alongside a Faker, it turns out. Duro just, with the Mikhail's first, he's just so squishy. I talked about it earlier on, he just doesn't do much, and now Raptor trying to get close to the pit. Here's the turn as well, and T1, they do find it. Zeus not going to pull the trigger on the ultimatum.
No jungler, no equalizer.
It's really fast. You know, they have the one Cloud Drake, he's Bard, and he's got Warmox, and now he's going to find Clear. Mikhail's comes down, but Clear is just dead. And eventually, here comes the Sealed Fate as well, or the Tempered Fate, gonna catch Raptor, and everybody's just being hit in the face by some gigantic wallets on the side of T1. It is a clean ace, and that will do it for game number 2 in the series. T1 gonna go into playoffs with a 2-0 win.
No one really knew what the form was going to look like for T1 in an important match to deny BNK playoffs leading into this week. BNK already had it guaranteed, already had it on lock. I feel like nothing to play for here except...
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.